A father who gives advice more than a father is a friend. So, as such I tell you to live with caution. No one knows in which corner the one who is his enemy is hidden. I never had another school than a miserable life. Do not be surprised if in this game I'm sometimes wrong. For the one who learn nothing must know very little. There are men whose head is full with their knowledge. There are sages of all kinds. But I say, without being any eminence, it's better than learning a lot, learning good things. Suffering is meaningless if it is not going to teach us anything. Man has to see what everything is like with a single glance, at the moment. The first thing he needs to know it's when he's offending someone. Don't put your hope never in any heart. In the greatest misfortune put your trust in God. Of men, only in one, with great caution, in two. Faults, unlike land, have no limits. They are found in even the best, and it is right that I should warn you. He who has defects, should try to overlook other people's faults. To the one who is a friend, never leave him abandoned. But don't ask him for anything nor wait for everything from him. The most faithful friend is always to have an honest conduct. It is not good for one to be assaulted neither by fear nor greed. So, don't be startled for material goods. You should never boast to the rich and never fail the poor. He has a good time even among pampas the one who respects people. Man must be prudent to get rid of bad times. Cautious among cowards, moderate among the brave. Work is the law, because you need to support yourselves. Do not expose yourselves to suffering a sad situation. The heart bleeds a lot from the one who has to beg. Man must work to earn his bread. For misery in its eagerness to pursue in 1,000 ways, knocks on everyone's door and enters in the lazy ones. Do not threaten any man because no one cowers. It doesn't take long to know it he who threatens recklessly. That there is a danger present and another danger that awaits. To overcome a danger, or save oneself from any abyss, I affirm it from experience. More than the saber and the spear, what usually is useful, is the confidence which man has in himself. Man is born with the cunning, that will serve him as a guide. Without it he would succumb, but, in my experience, in some it becomes prudence, and in others mischief. A man who is diligent, seizes the opportunity. And you should keep it in mind, if when comparing it I do not err. Opportunity is like iron, it should be crushed hot. Man loses many things, that sometimes finds them again. But I must teach you, and it is good that you remember it. If shame is lost, it is never found again. May the brothers be united, because that is the first law. May they have true union at any time, because if they fight each other, they are devoured by outsiders. Respect the elderly, making fun of them is no feat. If you walk among strange people, you must be very cautious, for he who is accompanied by evil people, is considered equal to them. The stork, when it is old, loses its sight and all its young children try to take care of it in its old age. Learn from storks this example of tenderness. If they offend you, even if you forget it, live always with caution. For it certainly happens that the one who has offended you will speak very badly of you. He who lives obeying, never has an easy luck. But if he is haughty, he will worsen the rigor he suffers. Let the one who obeys obey, and the one who commands will be good. Try not to lose neither time nor shame. Like every man who thinks, always proceed with judgment. And know that no vice ends where it starts. Birds of prey have a fondness for theft. But a righteous man never steals a copper. For it is no shame to be poor, and it is shameful to be a thief. Let man not kill man, or fight on a whim. You have in my own misfortune a mirror in which to look at yourselves. Knowing how to control oneself is the great wisdom. The blood that is shed is not forgotten until death. The impression is so strong, that to my regret, I do not deny it, falls like drops of fire in the soul of the one who pours it. Always, on all occasions, alcohol is the worst enemy. I say to you with affection, remember it carefully. He who offends drunk, deserves double punishment. If a fight is in place, you will always be the first to fall. Do not show haughtiness, even if you are completely right. It is with the beard of the poor, that barbers learn their trade. If you give your heart to some dear woman, don't make a bad move that will offend a woman. You will always be ruined by an offended woman. Seek, if you are singers, to sing with feeling. Don't tune the guitar, for the mere pleasure of speaking, and get used to singing about things with foundation. And I give you this advice, that has cost me to acquire it, for I desire to guide you. But my knowledge is not enough to give you the prudence that you need to follow it. These things and many others, I meditated in my solitude. Know that in this advice, there are no falsehoods or errors. It's from the mouth of the old man, where truth comes from.